How's it going, Laser Bruce's up? I'm Sixkilla and welcome back to How Stories Die. Now we are going to be training with Haruka and Jinsai for the mission to take down the arms and finally defeat the Demon King. We're definitely getting along. I thought we were screwed before, but Haruka managed to survive and we are looking pretty alright. I think Toshiaki is the traitor, but for now we're working with them, I think. Because they didn't finish the conversation we were having. And the next week I trained with Haruka and Jinsai quite a lot. Toshiaki didn't even bother with me. But it seems like Jinsai's attitude grew a lot warmer since the party. He spoke with me way more cheerfully and didn't pull any nasty tricks like before. And one day even... And plus, Izo sounds like he's a really cool guy. Oh yeah, here too. Wanna grab something to drink? Yeah, training was quite tiring. I need something refreshing. Went to the fridge and grabbed a drink without a skull on it. Brother Horace? What is it? There are a few things I need to say to you. Jinsai bowed so quickly I had to take a step back in surprise. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for saving Sister Haruka. Well, it's not such a big deal. I was wrong about you, I'm so sorry. Instead of trying to go and save yourself, you went in and risked your life to save her. I don't know if it's just because you're a beginner, but try to stay like that. Assassins mustn't lose their demonity, or humanity in your case. That's what I believe in. Maybe you are an assassin, but you can still do good to the world. But assassins are still taking lives, they can never be good. You're wrong. Killing can be good. I'm living proof of that. What do you mean by that? Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but Sister Haruka is the reason I became an assassin. She showed me that I can save people by murdering from the shadows. Up until 30 years ago, my father and I ran an arts shop. An arts shop? I thought of a tough person like Jinsai selling paintings almost made me burst into laughter. What's wrong with that? Anyway, we were required to pay protection to a certain mafia. Which, Mammon. Their endless greed brought both me and my father to our knees. Mammon. That's quite a big coincidence. So, wouldn't the next mission give Jinsai a chance to pay them back? The shop broke down and I resorted to theft in order to let my father eat. My father didn't like it, but both of us knew the only other option was to starve to death. It's horrible. I know. Both me and my father suffered a lot because of them. They collected most of our money every month. But there was one time when they were extra cruel. Just one day after their usual collection trip, the boss himself came and threatened us to give him all our money. Well, the day before they already took everything we had and we had nothing for them. My father... They killed your father? I asked that quietly since it was a pretty rude question. No, although they were pretty close to that. So what happened? Sister Haruka happened. I only saw her blue hair and a little bit of her face as she escaped through the door. The guards chased after her outside, but they couldn't even touch her. And then I looked down on the ground. The demon who terrorized me and my father for years was laying down, dead. I was so happy. So happy. That was the moment I realized murder could be used for good. That the messenger of death can be the messengers of kindness and hope. So I decided that to become one myself, to use the powers of death and shadows to make the world a better place. The next time I met Sister Haruka, it was already after when I became an assassin. We were hired to go on a mission together and, well, let's just say my presence wasn't needed at all. She was just a genius. A genius of death. Watching her, I thought to myself, she could kill anyone. Everything she did was perfect. I knew she could become a beacon of hope for our world. Just imagine that, an assassin that can kill anyone uses her powers to make the world a better place. And from my obsession with her, love was born. I know Haruka is a sociopath, and only sees people as tools. But I still love her, and even more importantly, I think she has the potential to be a great help to the world. All she needs is a little guidance. In the past I thought I was the only one who saw the good things in assassination, but now I know I'm not the only one, right? You know it too. You know Sister Haruka can become a great person, a person who brings kindness and death everywhere she goes. That's why you saved her, right? Yeah. That was not exactly the reason, but it's pretty close. I think Haruka already is a great person, but we just need to bring out her real self. I knew it. Also, there's one more thing. You love Sister Haruka too, right? Wow, I guess I should just be honest with him. He revealed his whole heart to me. I should return the favor. Yes, I love her. Sorry, I know I should. Why are you apologizing? Why should you apologize for loving someone? In fact, I'm quite satisfied. From the start, I thought you were just a selfish person who loves her because of her beauty. That you loved her only for yourself, not seeing the true beauty in her. Aren't you resenting me because we both love the same girl? I worry more about Sister Haruka and the power she has than about me. I would prefer if Sister Haruka ended up with me, but as long as she would use her gift for good, I think it'll be fine. Of course, that only matters if you win the 1 out of 20, and she falls for you instead of me. Well, like 19 out of 20. In your dreams. I know the first one to make her feel empathy gets a free drink. Let's try our hardest to turn Haruka to the good side. You're on. Well, I think it's about time to replace Toshiaki. You must be getting pretty bored looking at the minister's house. I'll be back in 8 hours. Bye. I'm worried he's not going to come back. Bye. I waved for him cheerfully as he went out the door. He's a nice guy. I hope we can be friends even though both of us love Haruka. Finally, someone without a pessimistic worldview who isn't a total nutjob. So that's your reason for killing the Demon King, Jinsei. You actually do care for the humans. Death and kindness, huh? I agree with him. They should be the essence of assassination. Wait, what was I doing earlier? Never mind that, I'll go back to training. I picked up my dagger again, even more motivated than before. This is a long one. Haruka's one, 2 PM. Found you again. Damn. It's way too hard with you as a seeker. Next time, hide yourself in a place where I cannot find you. I've tried to do that 20 times already. All you need to do is hide and attack me using the element of surprise. This isn't very hard. It's pretty hard when the seeker has a sixth sense. In the current state of the scientific world, a sixth sense existence hasn't been proven yet. Unless you're using the Crow Cells module, which is an Okay, you get what I mean by that. Right? Yes, an exaggeration in order to add comedic value to a comment. Okay, I'm glad you know. Sarcasm, a mode of satirical wit, depending for its effect on caustic and often ironic language that is usually directed against an individual. Haha, very funny. You ready for another round? Let's try something else. Maybe combat training? Sure. Haruka disarmed me and my dagger fell to the ground. For the 25th time. Another round? I think you've already proven you're better than me at almost everything. Yes, I know. Harsh. Harsh? Why? I'm simply stating the truth. Yeah, but people don't like to hear that you're better than them. Now maybe the truth, but it still hurts hurting their feelings. I understand. Why wouldn't they want to hear the truth? That'll only make them stronger. Because people are weak, stupid, and can't handle criticism. But I'm sure you already know that. Maybe that's the result of succeeding in everything you do for hundreds of years. You're incapable of understanding the loser's mind. Let's leave it at that, because I'm too fucking tired right now for pseudo-psychological crap. Sure, so what kind of training do you want to do now? I don't really know. You want to play a fun game that helps improving your investigation skills? Sure. Okay, I ask a question, you have to answer honestly. Sounds easy enough. Who do you think the traitor is? I wasn't ready for that kind of question. I don't have any evidence, so it's just a feeling. A feeling? Do tell. Your feelings might lead us to the traitor. I don't know, trying to think about anyone here as a traitor is hard. If Haruka didn't find the traitor for so much time, I think it's time to think outside the box. I think it might be me. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I know the traitor was present way before I knew about this place. What I mean to say is that I think I'm being manipulated by someone. Or someone else in the Order is being used against their will. How is it even possible? What do you mean? Something like mind control? Or a second personality? Oh please, if someone was mind controlled, me and Toshiaki would have discovered it immediately. A dissociative identity disorder was proved numerous times to be just an urban legend. Really? I remember hearing from someone that there was real cases of a second personality. Mental Illnesses and Other Lies was published 612 years ago by Amsudeus Chimaris. The Question of Dissociative Identity Disorder, published 1215 years ago by Kame Dentalian. The Me Inside Me, published 1819 years ago by Vwal Chimaris. And of course, A Study on Rare Mental Illnesses, published 2409 years ago by Shax Vapula. All are respectable studies on the existence of dissociative identity disorder. I can't keep saying that. Let me guess, there was another study published 3000 years ago too. Dissociative Identity Disorder, A Big Bad Lie by Eligas Zagan. And 3600 years ago, The Disease in Our Mind by Andrus Glazier-Labolis. Okay, I get it. But I swear I remember dissociative identity disorder to be existent. Well, if there were studies published every 600 years ago, did I guess? Give me the most likely candidate. Seems like Haruka is totally serious about asking a normal person like me who the traitor is. All because of this Master of Emotions bullcrap. Well, if you trust me in this, I might as well give it my all. I'm not entirely sure, but the one Right now, the one I suspect most is, like I said before, Toshiaki is the obvious choice. I think it's Toshiaki. Brother Toshiaki. It's certainly a logical choice. Him discovering the additional syringes certainly puts him in a high place on the suspects list. Plus he's a powerful mage, and Jinsai wouldn't hurt you, and it's not you, and it's not me, and Izo wasn't here, so come on, who else could it be? Not only that, he's a strong magic user, so that links him to the arms. Yes, that's correct. And after the recent events, that wouldn't surprise me. About Toshiaki, there is still another thing that worries me about him. He really hates you. So much that he intends to kill you. Really? That's worrisome. Your face doesn't look like it's bothering you. I'll just add additional parameters to my thinking process and the problem will be solved. A problem that can be solved by adding more logical conditions and parameters shouldn't be of concern to us. The reason I said it as worrisome is because I didn't know about it, meaning there is a whole world of parameters that can be acquired using emotional intelligence that I don't have access to. A world you can reach. Iris, every time you discover information using your special skills, report them to me. Got it. Again, I'm not sure I have the skills you're talking about, although it seems like I actually helped you significantly, so I'll just try to continue whatever I'm doing. Yo, what up people? Meeting in the meeting room. A sudden scream pierced the air. Haruka covered her ears and silently cursed Brother Izo. Like, right now, super important stuff, like real important stuff, you don't want to miss that. Like, you would be very sad if you miss it. Yo, Haru and Ho, you're here. Yes, we are. Thanks for stating the obvious. There's a meeting right now. We can decide on the plan for the counter heist. We already heard. Haruka's voice was so toxic that I swear I saw a little bit of poison leaking out. Cool, see you there, like right now? Izo went out the door and continued to shout as he went down the hallway. You breathing junk. At least close the door when you're going out so we won't have to hear you. Really don't like him, do you? I just don't approve of his personality and unusual behaviour. I think that counts as hating him. Whatever, as long as he is useful, I'll allow him to live. Oh, I like him. How nice of you. By the way, Horace. What? During the conversation earlier in the meeting room, I thought about a contradiction in our theory. Which theory? We have so many and each one of them makes me very confused. About the traitor trying to divert attention. What's wrong about it? Didn't the traitor try to use the party as a diversion tactic? If he really wanted to divert attention, why would he put the syringes in the carriage? It's like saying, hey, I'm a traitor and I exist. It completely defeats the purpose of the party trick. Maybe it was a backup plan? A backup plan that ruins the main plan. Okay, maybe that was a stupid suggestion. No, the traitor had another purpose for the party scheme. What purpose is so important that it's worth killing an arm for? Now, I suppose it would be a good time to go to the meeting. Armed with that contradiction, look out for any weird behaviours during the meetup. An easy job for the Master of Emotions. Haruka went past me and out the room. So just observe my surrounding, right? Shouldn't be too hard. I hope. Damn you, Brother Izo. You woke me up during my afternoon nap. Don't sleep in an assassin's household or you might regret it. Oopsie, but you forgive me, right, Tosh? I think Brother Toshiaki should be the one apologizing. Throwing a machete at someone just because he woke you up is a bit extreme. This? It was just a warning. Next time I'll chase you down, kill you, revive you, and then kill you again. Nice joke. You wouldn't actually do it, right? Honestly, the two of you. One of them is a traitor. One of them is faking their behavior. Their happiness, their sadness, their anger. All of them are complete lies. And it's my mission to detect it. Are we supposed to discuss a plan right now? Right, good idea, huh? Talking about killing little Izo's bad. Talking about the plan? Very goody good. Okay, let's hear from everyone what information I gathered. I used my connections in the police to find out the routes of their patrols on the day of the heist. The nearest police unit will be able to arrive within 20 minutes. Is that good or bad news? That means they won't disturb us. So basically, they won't stop Mammon, but they won't disturb us either. Yoo-hoo! That allows us to have as much fun as we want. Party in Bottas' house in 3 days. Who's in? Izo raised a hand for a high five. Anyone? I know the pain of being ignored after signaling a high five. This is the most horrible feeling ever. I reached out for Izo and gave him a high five. Oh yeah, you're the man. Aside from that, Bottas himself will be in the palace during the heist, so we won't encounter him. Too bad. I want to get back at that arsehole. As for Brother Toshiaki and myself, we mapped the patrol routes of the guards in the mansion. Jinsai pulled out a big paper. This is the table of the amount of guards in each position in every hour. Jinsai went over the paper with his finger, and here, Wednesday, 5 PM. About the average amount of guards. What are all the weird letters? You got a good eye. Each letter marks each guard. We here in the New Genesis sort of believe that a guard is not just a guard. He has an identity and habits. Jinsai pulled out more pages. Here are the identities of the guards and their usual behavior. And you know all of that in just a week? After you watch someone for over 12 hours hidden in a bush, you feel a special connection with them. I even know the frequency in which they fart. I think that's a little too much. Amazing job, Brother Jinsai and Brother Toshiaki. That's some very valuable information. Thanks. What exactly are you going to do with that information? If you know how the enemy usually behaves, you can predict what he'll do next. Speaking of knowing what the enemy will do, guess who knows the details about Mammon's plan? Well, Mammon? What? And me too. You really should have just said me. Do you know every bit of it? Yep. You can start praising me in 3, 2, 1. Seems like I need to sacrifice myself again. Woohoo! Very good job, Brother Izo. Yeah, I know. Hurry up and tell us. There are 2 squads performing the heist. Main and backup. The main squad tries to steal it using the stealthy approach. But if things go wrong, the backup squad comes from behind and takes it with force. Do you know the exact plans of each squad? I was just getting to it, hurry. Don't rush me while I'm in the groove. In the groove? Let's take it from the top at the main squad. Yo, so basically the main squad plans to enter through the front gate by hiding in a wagon with some valuable stuff Botus ordered. Lots of super expensive artifacts and jugs. The squad hides with the jugs and comes out with a bang. Wouldn't the guard outside examine the jugs? Don't underestimate Mammon. We're very smart. They are very smart. Being 9 straight months undercover does have its side effects. They researched the identity of the guard and plan to do a prep job. Just a little bit of eposium in the morning drink and he won't check anything at all. What's eposium? Derived from the name impos, the liquid known as eposium was developed... We want to know what it does, not a 2-hour lecture. To be honest, I agree with Toshiaki for once, but I don't want to make Haruka angry at me. If it makes living beings lazy after drinking it. Eposium, the nectar of life. Wow, Brother Izo, that explains so much. Once they park the wagon in the house, they go through a blind spot in the security system and get inside the vault. You know where the blind spot is? Yes, I do, but the problem is that I don't have a map of the mansion, so I can't... Haruka brought out a piece of paper. I assume this will suffice? Where'd you get it? Are you some kind of a map god? They let me in. Sister Haruka, you really are something special. Yes, I know. You're supposed to say thanks. Alrighty, prepare to witness my crazy route drawing skills. For the love of God, just draw it already. Toshiaki put his hand on his face in frustration. Here, whoosh, whoosh. Izo drew on the map wildly. There. So the vault is right in the middle of the mansion? Kinda tough to get there without being caught. Well, that's why they have a backup plan. Exactly. The backup squad is the larger group. They're just going straight from the underground and kapow! Right into the mansion, killing all the guards. Get to the What do you mean by underground? Don't stop me right in the middle. I was about to describe how cool the backup squad are. A description we really don't need. They're coming out of the sewer and storm the inner plaza. Fuck the botters coming straight out from the underground. Breaking into the mansion, killing all the guards. So, we want to stop them in the sewer, right? Not again, let me finish my sentence. As much as I'd like to deny it, the sewer is our turf. So we'll stop them there. So we just need to stop the 2 squads, right? I guess I'll stop the main squad? Because the other squad's going to be a fighting squad. I'll stop the main squad. Horace and Jinsai will stop the main squad. Toshiaki and I'll stop the backup squad. So how do I and Jinsai stop the main squad? We need to sabotage a part of the plan. The question is which part? Definitely the part where they're trying to pass through the main gate. Right. When they're inside the Jags and helpless, that's the perfect time to strike. And I know exactly how to do it. We continued discussing for a few more hours. After many revisions, we finally came out with the final plan. And finally we retreat back to the sewer and back to the base. We'll have to reach the nearest sewer hole to the main gate. How long does it? 3 minutes. Do you measure the time it took to get from the main gate to the nearest sewer hole? Well, at that point it shouldn't surprise me anymore. Is the plan agreed upon by everyone? Yes. That's well. Good luck for everyone. Make sure to arrive at your positions 2 hours before the designated time. The meeting is over. Okay. Hey Horace, let's go prepare stuff. Sure, but let's be cautious with those. Don't worry, I have a lot of experience with them. Beneath the stealth expert here, I need to use them a lot. Okay, I trust you in that. Jinsai searched through the closet I once slept in. That incident made me pretty angry, but I'm willing to forgive him. There, got it. Jinsai pulled out 2 red boxes carefully. I think 2 is enough. Sister Haruka taught you how to use them? Yes, we went over it quite a lot. Alright. Then you're in charge of setting the explosives. Wait, aren't you more experienced than me? The other role is a lot harder to play. I'm giving you the easy job. No matter which role I take, I'll have to kill someone. It's not like I can't do it, I just... It doesn't feel very pleasant, to say the least. Do you ever get used to it? Brother Jinsai, do you ever feel anything when killing people? I don't think I do. It may be shocking at the start, but if you strongly believe in something, it makes it easier. I believe that murdering our targets creates a better world. Even if they're innocent? Well, Jinsai looked uneasy. If it's for the greater good, then... Listen, he's a bad guy. The person you have to murder is evil. He worships greed. I know that. 2 weeks ago, I didn't really care for killing demons. I mean, Haruka blew up a house full of people and I didn't even bat an eye. But now, I don't know. I think that 2 weeks ago, I thought about demons as more of an enemy and less of living beings. So I doubt myself. I doubt myself that I'll be able to kill without hesitation. Who did you kill? They were innocent people. They weren't evil. Just doing their jobs. Okay, but you did it for a good reason. Your kingdom is threatened by our king. You killed those guards for the greater good. The death of the innocents is compensated by the lives of millions. Isn't that correct? Yes, but they were in it. Look, I'm not forcing you to think like me. Whether killing innocents for your goal is allowed or not is up to you. But that doesn't matter now. The demon you need to kill is a criminal. Killing a murderer is allowed, human or demon, doesn't matter. So don't hesitate. So that means I can kill you? Only if it's to save more souls. I'm willing to sacrifice myself for the goal, if there's no other option. You're so determined. I don't know if I'd be willing to sacrifice myself if it meant achieving my goal. Okay, I'll do it. I won't hesitate to kill him. So killing criminals is okay with me. But killing innocents? I haven't decided on that yet. I mean, we ended up in a situation where we have no choice. During the following days, I practiced with Jinsai on taking someone down silently. I only trained on pillow sacks, but I'm confident about doing the real thing. I'm ready. 11 PM, the night before the operation. Come on, Horace, just sleep already. Resting is essential for tomorrow's operation's success. I know that, but the thought of that only makes me more nervous. I'm inside the sleeping bag for over 3 hours and I'm still not even close to sleeping. I keep wondering about the same thought. Will I be able to kill without any hesitation? I know I told Jinsai I won't hesitate to kill, but... Damn it, it's so hard. It's so freaking hard. I'm not some cold-hearted golem. But I'm supposed to behave like one. I know that can mean the difference between life and death. I know killing without hesitation is the right thing to do. I want to kill without hesitation, and I'm planning to do so, but I'm afraid in the moment of truth, a dim doubt will catch me off guard and delay me. And the frustrating part is that I won't know until... What was that? It sounded like a paper sliding under the door. Why would someone be awake this late at night? Oh no, this better not be what I think it is. I walked up to the door and looked down. There really was a paper there. A letter. Oh shit. I examined the letter. It was really dark, so I had to put the letter really close to my eyes. To Prince Horace, the first of his name. From the one you seek. Gah. The one you seek? Isn't that the traitor? The traitor sent me a message? That means... I burst down the door and ran through the hallway. I searched frantically across the rooms. Where'd he go? He must have been near a door from a few moments ago. Damn it, I was so close to finding him. Might as well just open the letter and look what's inside. The darkness made it hard to see, but I managed to read it. Don't get close to Haruka tomorrow. If you do so, you will die. What? Why would the traitor be concerned about me? Why would I die if I get close to Haruka? Is the traitor planning to kill Haruka tomorrow? I have to tell her. I ran to Haruka's room and knocked on the door. No answer? Well, in normal circumstances it would have been rude to just go in, but this is different. I opened the door. She's gonna throw something at us. Hey, Haruka! Something hard hit my head and I lost my balance. Before I could even scream, someone locked both my hands and pinned me to the floor. My face crashed into the ground, while both of my hands were tied. Ah! I felt someone on top of me. Panic took hold of me. Is that the traitor? Horace? Haruka? Haruka abruptly released me. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I thought you were an enemy. Please forget. Haruka, this doesn't matter right now. Something bad, really bad happened. I received a Don't say it. Huh? Someone just spoke to me. Someone right here with us. If you say that to Haruka, I will kill you instantly. Act normally. Haruka noticed a hint of terror in my eyes. Horace, is everything alright? Your eyes are shaking. Is it related to the thing you were trying to say? No, everything is fine. My breathing stopped. I felt something sharp kissing my neck. Yet when I looked down, there was nothing. Are you sure about that? The traitor, he's right behind me, completely invisible. So close, yet I can't reach. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I mustered the most normal voice I could produce in this crazy situation. Okay then. Seems like Haruka really doesn't believe me. So, what did you try to say earlier? About the bad thing? You said you relieved a something. I tried to think of a disease that starts with a le. Yeah, I think I received a Leary Will Dysarthrosis? One of those annoying winter diseases? Horace, that's a rare autosomal dominant genetic disorder. It results in dwarfism and short legs and arms. I don't think you can catch that. The knife pressured on my neck harder. Yeah, I got confused. Hurry up, brain. Think about another thing. Right, I remember now. The disease is, the name of the disease is leucinosis. You mean the maple syrup urine disease? Yes? The knife began to pressure even harder on my neck. It's a super rare disease that is discovered during the first months after birth. Often comes with critical brain damage, and most infants that suffer from it are dead by the 5th month. Also, your urine and blood should smell like maple. Yeah, that's definitely that. My blood started smelling like maple recently. You're supposed to smell like that from the moment you're a baby. Also, you're supposed to die 18 years ago. A single drop of blood slid across my neck. Horace, there's blood on your neck. Yes, that's because of my disease. It causes my blood to smell like urine that smells like maple. Horace, you're weirder than usual. What's going on? Why are you suddenly behaving like this? Could it be... No, everything's totally fine. Ah, I know, I'll prove it to you. Here, come smell it for yourself. Just wait a little bit and I'll prove it in just a second. This is absurd, this is just sheer insanity. I'm gonna bite myself in front of the girl I like while an invisible demon sticks a knife on my neck. I know how crazy the thing I'm doing looks like, but I can blame panic for that. The looming fear of death can make one go very far. It bit my hand mercilessly until enough blood got out. Yeah. Huh? It really does. Your blood really does smell like maple. See, I just don't... Wait, what? I mean, yes. Horace, you're a medical miracle. The knife withdrew back. Thanks. You're amazing, Horace. Can I examine you? Your genes might be the solution to produce super demons and superhumans. This might be going too far. No, thank you. Please, 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 please. What do you mean by examine? I just need to harvest some of your bronchopulmonary segments. Harvest? Is that something important? Well, you might find it difficult to breathe, but I assure you that my nose is off limits. Actually, it's your lungs. That's even worse. Such a shame. I'll definitely harvest it. Is he serious? I need to be extra careful now. Okay, I'm going back to sleep. Good night. Good night. Wait, before you go, I need to clean all the blood here. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Will you just clean it, or are you planning to do the... See you tomorrow. Stop harvesting my shit. Haruka slammed the door right in front of me. Well, if that blood helps her somehow create a super demon, I want some credit too. Whew. Good job, Horace. Although I wouldn't have handled the situation the same as you. That was totally like... She told me he was like... Now go back to sleep. Just like anybody would. The knife is no longer resting on my neck. Where are you? What do you want from me? Total silence. I leaned backwards, but I didn't hit anything. The traitor is gone, or maybe he wasn't there from the beginning. I would have searched more, but I sensed that if I were to do that, the knife would return. The traitor can kill me anytime he wants to. Should I tell Haruka about it? Probably shouldn't. Only when we're in a very private place, and even then it's a bit scary. I'll go to sleep, just like you told me. As the sleeping sack enveloped me, I thought about the traitor's voice. It certainly was male, and quite familiar. Okay, Horace, just keep the traitor's voice fresh in your memory and compare it to everyone's voice tomorrow. That was my last thought before I fell asleep. I finally did it. It works, the virus works. Ite went to the main room to get some air. It's perfect, the virus is so perfect. I have to give you a bravo for that. I suppose Jin Hangu would be surprised. I managed to make a hypnosis via text work. Don't belittle it, Ite. You created something much greater than hypnosis via text, befitting a perfect person like you. You created a virus with a mind of its own, an independent entity that acts within the mind of the target that can control the story world. Not only that, the way you created the mind of the virus is revolutionary. Of course, I won't settle for less than revolutionary. A master and a slave. The slave, the program that the hypnosis writes into the brain, controls the brain and creates infinite stories. And the other component, the master, is hidden within the story world and controls the slave while providing feedback on the story. Yeah, the prototype of the master is the reason I came here. What happened? He kinda lost his memories. What? Are you shitting me? Yes, it was the work of the invader. But he did it accidentally. He didn't know Master was Master. Invader? Why is this the first time I hear of this? Oops. Report immediately. There is an invader inside your mind. Looks like he's using the same technique as the one you used for the virus. So he's composed of a slave and a master as well? Yes. But it looks like the one in the brain is the master and the one in the story world is the slave. Any additional details? Yes, his identity is a magical gangster rabbit. A gangster bunny. Sounds familiar. Alright, that son of a bitch friend, eh? I assume you already eliminated him? No, he's inside your mind. I can't touch him. I could only erase him if he were only in the story world. I already know what his plan is. He is trying to influence your mind so you'll create a self-destruct function in the virus. And you're only telling me about this now? Don't worry, I got a plan. Since two entities in the brain cannot interfere with each other, the only way to destroy him is to make him commit suicide. Then hurry up and do it. He can still influence my story. But he won't. Why? There's someone dear to him that he won't dare to risk. Okay, then I trust you to get rid of him for me. Fine, so we'll resolve that issue. Now, what about the poor master? I can recover his memories if you want. Actually, you can wait with that. Huh? But why? I just thought of a great idea. Please create some stories for him to experience as a genuine character, then restore his memories. That way he should become an even better prototype for the virus. Oh, I get it. So just like training for artificial intelligence, right? Exactly. Genius, only someone like you can turn an unfortunate situation into a beneficial one. I have a few stories in mind you can train on. Use them. And one last thing before you go. Why do you help me? Why are you functioning as the prototype of the slave? Typical. And with that, we're going to wrap this episode up. It was nice to get back to Itay. It's been a while since we've seen him, so... A few more deets there and how the virus and shit is progressing. Itay has completely lost the fucking plot. I don't know how this is going to resolve, but we're going to find out soon enough. I feel like we're on the right track here for a good ending, or for a proper ending with Haruka. I don't know how we're going to get to a proper ending after that. Maybe it'll end there, maybe we'll have to go back to the start. I don't know. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for sticking out to me, and I'll see you in the next one.